Yo, what is going on, guys? It is yours truly, LastChanceFPS, or you guys can call me by my name, Chance. And guys, I don't think I have any other way to put this, but Infinity Ward really f***ed up this time. And I'm not talking like f***ed up, I'm talking like royally f***ed up.
You're a f***ing idiot. This needs to stop. Now.
So like the title says, boys, we're going to be talking about the latest update coming to Modern Warfare 1.13. Now, I actually didn't even have plans on covering this update. I had an entire different video idea to do. But considering what transpired after this update rolled out a couple days ago, I just had to put that video topic aside and cover this one instead. Because, oh my god, I cannot believe what actually ended up happening, which I'm going to be telling you guys. I think these developers have now reached an all-time low. And that's saying a lot because I already knew that they were super down there, but oh my lord, guys, I am actually in disbelief what ended up happening.
Disappointed!
If you guys go on to enjoy the rest of today's video and you haven't already, drop a like on this video as well as comment down below your guys' thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications to get notified every single time I upload a new video here on my channel. Follow my Twitch and all my social medias. That'll be, of course, linked down in the description down below. And yeah, guys, with all stuff being said, let's get on with the rest of today's video. Before we get into talking about all of the pros and cons that came with this brand new update 1.13, I just have to talk about this error screen situation going on that was after the fact you were done downloading this update. Now, I was fortunate enough to not have this happen to myself, and I don't believe it happened to every single person, but it did end up happening to a fair amount of people. Here is the error screen itself, and it reads, "Your data is corrupt or didn't download properly. You must reset your rank and unlocks to continue." Are you kidding me? I've been playing Call of Duty for so many years now, and I have never, and I mean never, seen something like this happen. This is new, and I just cannot wrap my head around the fact that they ended up letting this happen. Now, I also saw this article published by Charlie Intel talking about this subject, and if you guys want to check it out for yourselves, I of course have it linked down in the description down below. But it is titled, "Infinity Ward provides status update on stat reset bug in Modern Warfare." It reads, "Infinity Ward has posted a status update on their website about the stat reset bug that occurred in-game following the latest patch update. The issue prompted users to pick yes or no to reset their stats in order to continue playing the game. The studio advised that users do not select any of those options and hard close the application and restart it." Like I said, guys, I am in total disbelief that this ended up happening. I mean, granted, if you were dumb enough or you just weren't aware of what was going on and you did end up clicking yes, then I don't know what to say. But I mean, the fact that this ended up happening is just ridiculous, and I really hope that they do something about it really soon. It also goes into a little bit more depth about what ended up happening if you click these different options. So for example, if you were presented with this error prompt and did not click yes and close the game, your stats are still intact and feel free to play the game as usual, which ended up happening to me. I didn't get this error screen, but if you did, hopefully you did not click yes. But if you did click yes, you most likely noticed all of your stats in your combat record, leaderboard, custom classes, and operators were reset. Now, if you were one of these people and you did click yes and you lost all your progression, can we just get an F in the comments down below? I feel so bad for you. I just can't even imagine what it feels like if you lost everything. but it does say that it is nothing related to your progression was lost. So your rank, XP, battle progression, weapon progression, unlocks, purchases, etc. are still intact. So I guess you don't lose everything, but still a lot of damage has been done. And dude, this is wow. That is all I have to say at this point. Wow. And it looks like Infinity Ward also chimed in and said that we're actively working on a fix for this, but do not have one to deploy tonight. Of course you don't, because this is such a huge issue and it takes time because you guys are super slow about stuff like this. You are still able to play the game as usual and your progression will be still tracked, but please be aware that once we do have a fix, we may have to roll back your stats to the state they were prior to today's update. So my suggestion to you guys is that if your stats were reset, do not play the game until they fix this, because all of the time you've been playing since you were reset, none of that will be kept and it will be obviously removed. So yeah, until they do something about it, do not play Modern Warfare. I mean, Modern Warfare is obviously trash already, so I mean, scratch that. Don't play Modern Warfare at all. The game sucks. You're just wasting your time anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So getting into the update 1.13, guys, I'm not going to be going over every single minor change that came with this update because this would be like a 45-minute video and I'm just not trying to do that. So instead, I'm only going to be covering all of the changes I think are worthwhile to talk about, as well as the pros and cons, because you guys already know kind of like the running theme with these Infinity Ward developers. They just can't seem to do everything right the first time around. They almost take like 2 steps forward, but then take 1 or 2 steps back at the same time. But if you guys do want to look at every single change that came with this update, I will have a second article linked down in the description down below, published by Charlie Into, that goes into detail of everything. And something else I noticed is that this update on both Xbox and PlayStation was like 15 to 20 gigabytes, which is a pretty massive update file size. And on PC, it was even larger at 48 gigabytes. That's just insane to think about. I mean, that's bigger than some full game file sizes are. So when I saw this, and even before I read the patch notes, I was hoping that this update was going to address so many issues that this game very clearly has. But of course, as you guys are going to see, they only made minor changes to this game. They didn't do anything crazy, nothing groundbreaking, and that is just really sad to see. I was really hoping that this was going to be different. But getting into the pros, guys, the first 2 are going to be both playlist updates. They added back Ania Palace into the Ground War map rotation, which is really great to see. I have stated multiple times in my videos that Ground War is the only mode I pretty much have fun playing in Modern Warfare, because 6v6 is virtually unplayable and 10v10 really isn't that much better. And Ania Palace is easily the best Ground War map in the game. I mean, granted, all of the Ground War maps are pretty good in their own right, but Ania Palace is easily the best one. And the shoot to ship playlist was also brought back, which is great to see, but it also makes me beg the question, why are these not permanent changes, Infinity Ward? I have seen so many people, including myself, that these changes should be permanent. They shouldn't be taking maps in and out of the rotation, so I really hope moving forward that these are going to be changes that are not going to go away. Next up, they added 5 additional loadout slots, so now the total is back up to 10, which is great to see, don't get me wrong. But believe it or not, Modern Warfare is the first Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009 to only have 5 total loadout slots at launch, which is just ridiculous to think about.
What the f is this? Whose ass didn't I kiss?
So yes, even though I am happy to have a total of 10 loadout slots to have a lot more variety with my created class options, why did it take 3 months after launch for this change to happen? I mean, what the f, Infinity Ward? Next up, this update reverted back the player collision, so now your teammates aren't going to be getting in your way and blocking you. You could pretty much run right past them and kind of like bounce off of them, which I am definitely happy to see with this update. The whole player collision shouldn't have happened in the first place, so yes, I will give them some credit for changing it as fast as they did, but I mean, why did this even happen in the first place? And then the final change that I noticed that came with this update, which was actually not addressed in the patch patch notes, so it was a stealth change. And I want to get this out of the way. These stealth changes that aren't being listed in the patch notes are just ridiculous. This isn't also the first time this has happened. They've done it multiple other times in previous updates to Modern Warfare, so I don't know why they're doing this, and it's just really frustrating. It's like they're trying to hide stuff from us. So hopefully moving forward, Infinity Ward, you gotta stop doing this. Be way more transparent with us. But regardless, update was actually a map change on Crash, and you guys might remember I made a video I think over a month ago complaining about them adding this brand new safe space to the map with a really overpowered head glitch. They actually made adjustments to that head glitch, so now you are sitting a lot higher and your body is more exposed on this head glitch, which is great to see. I mean, Crash still really doesn't play that well overall because there's still a million doors everywhere, but I don't know, maybe they watched my video and saw that yes, this head glitch is ridiculous and shouldn't be there in the first place, so now they made it a lot more fair, and I don't know, maybe people will stop camping there all the time. So moving right along, guys, going into the cons of this update, the first thing that I noticed, which is just not accurately listed, is that apparently the Ram 7 assault rifle got a buff for its extended mags attachment and should now be 50 bullets instead of it originally being 45 bullets. But if you guys go to the Ram 7 assault rifle and click the extended mags, it is still very clearly listed at 45 bullets, not 50 bullets. So this change did not go through. I don't know if it was just an accident for them to even include them in this patch notes, but dude, it is pretty obvious whoever is writing these patch notes don't proofread them and either didn't go to college or failed English, because I mean, this just shouldn't happen. Next up, the Dead Silence field upgrade got a nerf of all things, and I believe it said that it not only now has a longer charge time, but it also doesn't increase your player movement when it's activated. Now, I haven't tested this change, but I mean, if this is true, I mean, why would they do this? I mean, it's bad enough they're not already making a Dead Silence perk in this game, but now they're gonna make the Dead Silence field upgrade even worse. I mean, what are they trying to do? Make people camp in this game even more and not entice people to move? Dude, the incompetence levels are off the freaking charts, man. And then the final thing that I noticed, and again, this is a stealth change, so whoop-de-frickin-do, they made the field upgrades across the boards nerf, because now if you get an objective play, it does not decrease the time to earn that field upgrade. So previously, like for instance, if you captured a domination flag, that would decrease the amount of time that go towards earning that field upgrade, which is great to see, right? Well, apparently they changed this, and I don't know again if this was a mistake, but I even tested this myself, and I can confirm that if you get any type of objective play in this game, your field upgrade boost does not go down, which is just, I don't know why they would do this. This is so dumb. They're now enticing people not to play the freaking objective. But now they're doing this, which is just, again, another dumb change. So yeah, guys, that's everything worthwhile to take away from update 1.13. And if I had to give you my conclusion or just general takeaway from all this, this update was a giant mess and just a colossal fail all around. I mean, where do I even begin?
And here we go.
I'm kind of retarded.
That approach that you're describing there isn't going to come at the expense of the hardcore players, right?
That's not the plan, right? But we want to make sure that we don't want someone who's...
And looking at it now, for how large of an update this was, it really didn't do anything groundbreaking. Yes, it did improve the quality of life in Modern Warfare a little bit with some of the changes that I mentioned earlier, but dude, are we not gonna act like there's still skill-based matchmaking in this game, Ghost overpowered as hell still, and the minimap still sucks?
Oh, hell no!
So for how large of an update 1.13 was, it's almost like a waste of time in a sense. Yes, it is nice to an extent, but it didn't do anything that we actually wanted to see.
You're
goddamn right.
So with all that stuff being said, guys, I hope you went on to enjoy this video and stuck around at the end. And of course, if you haven't already, drop a like on this video as well as comment down below your guys' thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those bell notifications to get notified every single time I upload a new video here on my channel. Follow my Twitch and all my social medias. They'll be, of course, linked down in the description down below. And until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video.